Hello, and welcome to the 28th episode of Scripture in a Year, hosted by Saints Peter and Paul Orthodox Church in the Albanian Archdiocese of the OCA. Today's reading is Leviticus Chapters 17 through 20. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to Aaron, his sons, and all the children of Israel, and say to them, This is the thing the Lord commanded, saying, Whatever man of the children of Israel or resident aliens dwelling among them kills a young bull, a sheep, or a goat in the camp, or kills it outside the camp and does not bring it to the door of the tabernacle of testimony to offer as a whole burnt offering or a peace offering to the Lord, acceptable for a sweet aroma, and whatever man kills outside and does not bring into the door of the tabernacle of testimony, so as to offer it as a gift to the Lord before the Lord's tabernacle, blood shall be reckoned to that man, for he has shed blood, and that man shall be utterly destroyed from among his people, that the children of Israel may bring their sacrifices they kill in the fields to the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of testimony, to the priest, and offer them as peace offerings to the Lord. The priest shall pour the blood upon the altar all around before the Lord at the doors of the tabernacle of testimony, and offer the fat for a sweet aroma to the Lord. They shall no more offer their sacrifices to worthless things, after whom they prostituted themselves. This shall be an ordinance forever for you throughout your generations. Also you shall say to them, Whatever man of the children of Israel or of the resident aliens who dwell among you offers a whole burnt offering or sacrifice, and does not bring it to the door of the tabernacle of testimony to offer it to the Lord, that man shall be utterly destroyed from among his people. And whatever man of the children of Israel or of the resident aliens dwelling among you eats any blood, I will set my face against that soul who eats blood, and will utterly destroy him from among his people. For the life of all flesh is in its blood, and I give it to you upon the altar to make atonement for your souls. For its blood makes atonement for the soul. Therefore I said to the children of Israel, No one among you shall eat blood, nor shall any resident alien who dwells among you eat blood. Whatever man of the children of Israel or of the resident aliens dwelling among you hunts and catches any animal or bird that may be eaten, he shall pour out its blood and cover it with dirt, for the life of all flesh is its blood. Therefore I said to the children of Israel, You shall not eat the blood of any flesh, for the life of all flesh is its blood. Whoever eats it shall be utterly destroyed. Every soul who eats what died naturally or what was torn by wild animals, whether a native of your own country or a resident alien, he shall both wash his clothes, bathe in water, and be unclean until evening. Then he shall be clean. But if he does not both wash his body and bathe in water, he shall bear his guilt. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, I am the Lord your God. According to the way of life in the land of Egypt where you dwelt, you shall not do. And according to the way of life in the land of Canaan, where I bring you, you shall not do, nor shall you walk in their ordinances. You shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances, to walk in them. I am the Lord your God. You shall therefore keep all my ordinances and my judgments, and do these things, which if a man does, he shall live by them. I am the Lord your God. None of you shall approach anyone who is near of kin to him to uncover his nakedness. I am the Lord. The nakedness of your father or mother you shall not uncover. She is your mother. You shall not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife you shall not uncover. It is your father's nakedness. The nakedness of your sister, the daughter of your father, or the daughter of your mother, whether born at home or elsewhere, her nakedness you shall not uncover. The nakedness of your son's daughter, or your daughter's daughter, their nakedness you shall not uncover, for theirs is your own nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife's daughter, begotten by your father, she is your sister. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's sister. She is near of kin to your father. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister, for she is near of kin to your mother. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's brother, and approach his wife. She is your aunt. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your brother's wife. It is your brother's nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, nor shall you take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover their nakedness. They are near of kin to her. It is impious. Nor shall you take a woman as a rival to her sister, to uncover her nakedness while the other is alive. Also, you shall not approach a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is in her menstrual period of uncleanness. Moreover, you shall not lie carnally with your neighbor's wife to defile yourself with her. Furthermore, you shall not give your offspring to worship a ruler, nor shall you defile my holy name. I am the Lord. You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. Nor shall you mate with any animal to defile yourself with it. Nor shall any woman stand before an animal to mate with it. It is perversion. Do not defile yourselves with any of these things, for by all these ways of life the nations are defiled, which I am casting out before your face. For the land is defiled, and on its account I am repaying them for their wrongdoing. Thus the land became vexed with those dwelling upon it. You shall therefore keep all my ordinances and my judgments, and shall not do any of these abominations, either any of your own nation or any resident alien who dwells among you. For the men of the land before you did all these abominations, and thus the land was defiled. That the land not be vexed with you in your defilement of it, as it was vexed with the nations before you. For whoever does any of these abominations, these souls shall be utterly destroyed from among their people. Therefore you shall keep my ordinances, so as not to do any of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and not to defile yourselves by them, for I am the Lord your God. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to all of the congregation of the children of Israel, and say to them, You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. Every one of you shall reverence his father and mother, and keep my Sabbaths. I am the Lord your God. Do not follow idols, nor make for yourselves molten gods. I am the Lord your God. And if you offer a sacrifice of peace offering to the Lord, you shall offer it in a manner acceptable for you. It shall be eaten on the same day you offer it, and on the next day. And if any remains until the third day, it shall be burned in the fire. And if it is eaten at all on the third day, it is not fit to be offered. It shall not be accepted. Therefore, anyone who eats it shall bear his guilt, because he has defiled the holy things of the Lord, and the souls that eat it shall be utterly destroyed from among their people. When you reap the harvest of your land, you shall not wholly reap the corners of your field, nor shall you gather the gleanings of your harvest. Also you shall not glean your vineyard, nor shall you gather every grape of your vineyard. You shall leave them for the poor and the resident alien. I am the Lord your God. You shall not steal, nor deal falsely, nor lie to one another. You shall not swear by my name unjustly, nor shall you defile the name of your God. I am the Lord your God. You shall not treat your neighbor unjustly, nor rob him. The wages of him who is hired shall not remain with you all night until morning. You shall not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shall fear your God. I am the Lord your God. You shall do no injustice in judgment. You shall not be partial to the poor, nor admire the person of the mighty. In righteousness you shall judge your neighbor. You shall not go about deceitfully among your people, nor shall you take a stand against the life of your neighbor. I am the Lord your God. You shall not hate your brother in your mind. You shall surely rebuke your neighbor, and not bear guilt because of him. You shall not take vengeance, nor bear any grudge against the children of your people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. You shall keep my law. You shall not let your cattle mate with a different species. You shall not sow your field with mixed seeds, nor shall a garment of mixed linen and wool come upon you. Whoever lies carnally with a woman who is betrothed to a man as a concubine, and has not at all been redeemed, nor given her freedom. For this there shall be an inquiry, but they shall not be put to death, because she was not free. Then he shall bring his trespass offering to the Lord to the door of the tabernacle of testimony. A ram is a trespass offering. The priest shall make atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering before the Lord for the sin he committed, and the sin he committed shall be remitted him. When you come into the land the Lord your God gives you, and have planted all kinds of trees for food, then you shall cleanse its impurity. 3 years its fruit shall be impure to you. It shall not be eaten. But in the 4th year all its fruit shall be holy, a praise to the Lord. Then in the 5th year you may eat its fruit, that it may yield to you its increase. I am the Lord your God. You shall not eat upon the mountains, nor divine for omens, nor watch birds for omens. You shall not shave around the sides of your head, nor shall you disfigure the edges of your beard. You shall not make any gashing on your bodies for the dead, nor tattoo any marks on you. I am the Lord your God. Do not defile your daughter to cause her to commit fornication, lest the land fall into fornication, and the land become full of lawlessness. You shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my holy things. I am the Lord. You shall not follow ventriloquists, nor attach yourselves to enchanters, to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. You shall rise before the gray-headed and honor the presence of an old man, and fear your God. I am the Lord your God. And if a resident alien dwells with you in your land, you shall not mistreat him. The resident alien who dwells among you shall be to you as one born among you, and you shall love him as yourself. For you were resident aliens in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. You shall do no injustice in judgment, in measurement of length, weight, or balances. You shall have honest scales, honest weights, and honest measures. I am the Lord your God, who brings you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore you shall keep all my law and my ordinances and perform them. I am the Lord your God. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Again you shall say to the children of Israel, whoever of the children of Israel or of the resident aliens dwelling in Israel gives any of his children to worship a ruler, let him be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. I will set my face against that man, and will destroy him from among his people, because he gave his children to a ruler, to defile my holy things and profane the name of those sanctified for me. But if the natives of the land disregard that man, taking no notice of him when he gives his children to a ruler, and they do not kill him, then I will set my face against that man and those of his kind. For since he and those in agreement with him prostituted themselves to rulers, I will destroy them from among their people. Also the soul who follows ventriloquists and charmers to prostitute himself with them, I will set my face against that soul and destroy him from among his people. Therefore you shall be holy, for I the Lord your God am holy. You shall keep my ordinances and perform them. I am the Lord who sanctifies you. Whatever man curses his father or mother shall surely be put to death. He cursed his father or mother. Thus he shall be guilty. The man who commits adultery with another man's wife, or who commits adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall be put to death. The man who lies with his father's wife has uncovered his father's nakedness. Both shall surely be put to death, for they are guilty. If a man lies with his daughter-in-law, both shall surely be put to death. They are impious and therefore guilty. If a man lies with a male as he lies with a woman, both committed an abomination, they shall be put to death, for they are guilty. If a man marries a woman and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burned with fire, both he and they, that there may be no wickedness among you. If a man mates with an animal, he shall surely be put to death, and you shall kill the animal. If a woman approaches any animal and mates with it, you shall kill the woman and the animal. They shall surely be put to death, for they are guilty. If a man takes his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and sees her nakedness, and she sees his nakedness, it is a reproach. They shall be utterly destroyed in the presence of their people. He has uncovered his sister's nakedness. they shall bear their guilt. If a man lies with a woman during her menstrual period and uncovers her nakedness, he has exposed her flow, and she has uncovered the flow of her blood. Both shall be utterly destroyed from among their people. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's sister, nor your mother's sister, for that would uncover his near of kin. They shall bear their guilt. If a man lies with his close relative, he has uncovered his relative's nakedness. They shall die childless. If a man takes his brother's wife, it is uncleanness. He has uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless. You shall therefore keep all my ordinances and all my judgments, and perform them, that the land to which I am bringing you to dwell may not be provoked at you. Also, you shall not walk in the ordinances of the nations I am casting out before you, for they commit all these things, and therefore I abhor them. But I said to you, you shall inherit their land, and I will give it to you to possess, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, who separated you from all peoples. You shall therefore distinguish between clean animals and unclean, between unclean birds and clean. And you shall not make your souls abominable by animals or birds, or by any kind of living thing that creeps on the ground, which I separated from you as unclean. You shall be holy to me, for I, the Lord your God, who separated you from all the peoples for myself, am holy. A man or a woman who is a ventriloquist or a charmer shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones, for they are guilty. This ends the reading for today.